Chookoopookoo. Love for learning. Aisha was a bright and curious 9-year-old girl who loved learning new things. She lived with her family in a cozy little house on a quiet street. Aisha's room was filled with books, pencils, and papers, and she spent most of her free time reading and studying. One of Aisha's closest friends was Harim, who lived next door. Harim was a bit of a daydreamer, and Aisha loved to tease her about her lack of focus. But despite their differences, the two girls were inseparable. They would often walk to school together, discussing their favorite books and subjects. Aisha loved math and science, while Harim was more interested in art and music. One day, the teacher, Miss Amara, assigned a big project to the class. They had to research and write about a historical figure of their choice. Aisha was thrilled and immediately began brainstorming ideas. Harim, on the other hand, was struggling to get started. She would often get distracted and lose focus. Aisha noticed that was having trouble and offered to help her. Together, they worked on the project, with Aisha guiding Harim and keeping her on track. As they worked, Aisha realized that Harim had a unique perspective on things. Her daydreaming nature allowed her to think outside the box and come up with creative ideas. Aisha learned to appreciate Harim's strengths and weaknesses, and their collaboration resulted in an outstanding project. When the project was due, Aisha and Harim presented their work to the class. They had chosen to research and write about Frida Kahlo, a famous Mexican artist. Their presentation was informative, engaging, and visually stunning. Miss Amara was impressed with their work, and the class applauded their efforts. Aisha and Harim beamed with pride, knowing that they had worked together to create something truly special. From that day on, Aisha and Harim continued to support and encourage each other. They learned that everyone has their own strengths and weaknesses, and that by working together, they could achieve great things. Aisha's love for learning had brought her and Harim closer together. As they walked home from school, Harim turned to Aisha and said, "I'm so glad we're friends, Aisha. You help me stay focused, and I help you see things from a different perspective." Aisha smiled and replied, "I'm glad we're friends too, Harim. We make a great team." And with that, they continued on their way, ready for the next adventure.